Hello. I wanted to do a series of videos where I talk about each bass in my collection. I want to do it in order from when I got them, because some of them might be older or younger in actual age, but I want to do it in order that I actually came in possession of them. So episode 1 is going to be the Franken-P Bass, this guy here. I was very lucky in the fact I was smart enough to hold on to the very first bass I was gifted as a kid. It was just this cheap knockoff from a pawn shop. I forget if I was 16 or 17, I forget now, but it was a P bass knockoff. It wasn't even the Hondos, it was like Mako or something like that. It was red with white pick guard, maple neck, maple fretboard, and I kept it forever. I abused the hell out of it. Spray painted the whole thing black, didn't even take the hardware or electronics off. I just treated it like garbage and forgot about it as I moved on to more slick, modern instruments, because I thought that's what I needed to do there in the early 90s. Then I dug it out a few years ago, several decades after having it. After just leaving it in storage, I decided to give it a new life. So I basically took everything off of its body, sanded the body all the way down and torched it, then stained it green. I got a thing for green. I don't like paint, but I like stain, and I like how wood looks. So I did just torched it and stained it green, put a new big fat baseball neck on it, put in EMG Geezer Butler passive P bass pickups, and a new bridge. So that whole idea of Theseus's ship, if you change every plank and every sail and every bit of rigging out of the ship, is it the same ship? Well, technically the body is still the same body, but everything else is something new. And it gave this bass a new life. So like I said, it's got EMG Geezer Butler passives in it. This is like one of my flat wound basses, and I use a D'Addario's. I know D'Addario's been embarrassing themselves lately, but I still like the strings a lot. So I tend to use a 45 through a 105s on my 4 strings, and these are the flat wounds. And I have a detuner on this guy because in my band, The Moment, I tend to do quite a bit of our songs in drop D. They just seem to work out like that, so I figured it's going to be a lot more convenient to have it in drop D for most of my basses. And might be a Franken bass. It might have started off life as a pretty cheap knockoff, but I think it's got a pretty good second life. See what you think. I think it sounds okay, and I'm glad I never got rid of it. So this was episode 1, and we'll see you next week with the next bass in the collection. Cheers.